Hey y'all, thank you for joining me for Soul Food Sundays. If it's your first time joining me, my name is Keita, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are a returning viewer, you're probably ready to cuss me out because it's been a minute and I did not do zodiac readings, videos for the month of June, but I was just following the dictates of the Most High, and in my meditation and reflection, I was just being led to focus on my own healing in good spirits, but just needing to dive a little deeper to explore some things that I'm needing to work through and acknowledge and be aware of and work on some past life shit. And be like observant of a lot of what's been going on around me. And the healer be needing healing. And so I've been very intentional about the energy that I'm putting out, what energy I'm entertaining and consuming. And that required that I fall back a little bit in terms of putting out content on the channel and how much I'm making myself available to help others. But I definitely wanted to do Soul Food Sundays for this month, and so here we are. And at the time that I'm recording this, we are approaching the Lionsgate portal. And this year is very significant because we have a Lionsgate portal every year on August 8th. But this year is a universal year 8. So that's 888 because August is the 8th month of the year. August 8th is the 8th day of that month. And then we are in a universal year 8 as 2024 breaks down to a 8. If you're not familiar with the energy of the Lionsgate portal, what Lionsgate is, it's when the star Sirius, which is the galactic sun, so like we have our sun here on Earth, but out in the galaxies there is a light source of energy, which is the Sirius star. Well, that star aligns with, I think it's Earth and our sun, if I'm not mistaken, and also lines up with the pyramids of Giza, which the Sirius star is what the Egyptians used to create a lot of the innovations that we now enjoy today in the technologies. And so we are to be mindful of how that energy will affect us leading up to that time, because the portal is open, but it peaks on August 8th and it ends, I think, like August 23rd or 26th, something like that, mid to end of August. So I personally will be hosting a group sound bath meditation on August, well shit, I'm releasing this on August 4th, so y'all would only know about it if you check the community board where I will post the flyer. But so I'm doing that locally, but we're gonna get some messages just to see how the what message wants to come forward for the collective, and possibly how that relates to the energy and the effects of this 8-8 Lionsgate portal energy. So I have 3 decks out here, and when it comes to portals, if you're not familiar with portal energy, that's just when like the numerological energies align, and therefore the energy and the things that are associated, the themes that are associated with that numerology becomes more pertinent. And so you may find yourself going through a transitionary period when there's a portal, an intense portal available for you to utilize that energy to transmute and manifest with. And so we definitely want to do that with this 888 energy, and many of us are in a transitory state. Everybody that I've been doing a lot of personal readings and readings at, like many readings that I do when I'm at different events, just off 444, which may be significant to some of you. But when I'm talking to people, or even now, if it's not a reading, if I'm just talking to somebody I ain't talked to in a minute, they like, man, I just feel like I'm in such a transitory period in my life. I'm in transition. That's been the key word. So govern yourselves accordingly if that resonates with you, that, and know that it's not just you. You know what I'm saying? You're not the only one that's in like a in-between state or in transition. That's a collective energy. And so I'm using the in-between tarot for this particular reading, which is not an easy deck to read, but I'm up for the challenge. So Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides, we come to you in this moment, grateful for your love and light, thankful for this opportunity to connect and commune with one another, grateful for the message that is about to come forward for our highest good. Thanking you in advance for providing us soul food in this moment. And so it is. So it looks like we have two cards to fall out, both face down. We got the Wheel, which represents fated change, destiny, or taking a chance. Just saw 611 for many of you. That chance that you're taking or the change that you're experiencing is relative to your relationships, as sixes often speak to balance within relationships. And it being 611, it speaks to mastering how to have balance within a particular relationship or your relationships. But we got the Wheel represented by the number 10. And when in this deck you have, it's the in-between tarot, so you have the Wheel, and then you also have the next step on the Fool's journey, which is Justice. So this is being in between the wheel turning and then Justice, and you have a woman here with a sword in her hand, and she's holding a scale. So we're talking about the energy of Mayat, justice, balance, truth, harmony. The scales have to be balanced, and for many of us, we are on the road, as you can see, this winding road here to justice. We're on the road to truth. We're on the road to balance. Like I said, 611, balance within your connections and your relationships, justice being served in some kind of way, and things being handled with truth and integrity, because the sword there represents truth and integrity. So you got Lady Justice out here serving up some balance. Somebody's getting their just due. Now what that look like, who knows, because this can also be karma, right? But karma ain't always, karma has a bad reputation. They be doing my girl wrong. She has a bad reputation for being negative. But if you've been planting good seeds, positive seeds, then you can expect a plentiful harvest. But let's see what the other energy that's coming out here is. If I can get the card off the table. The Four of Coins. For some of us, for some of you, the Justice is that which comes with having held on to something that you needed to let go of, being miserly. When the divine told you to release something, instead, because of your lack consciousness, you held on to it, and it's left you scrounging for whatever is left and whatever the rats left you with. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's somebody's fate in this situation, where their karma is to make do with what's left, make do with what they have as a result of decisions that they've made, because the wheel has turned and justice is being served in a situation. These women are sitting at the feet of this big ass statue, or this like giant individual, almost like the man, you know what I'm saying, like some big conglomerate, right? And they're on their knees trying to salvage what's left of what all the rats haven't taken, because there are rats on this ground as well. How many we got? I'm just curious. 8 rats. I can't make this up. But this is a lesson. This is something that comes to teach you that it's important, like karma's important, and it's not just hearsay that karma spins the block. You know what I'm saying? So this may not be for you. This may be for somebody who did you wrong. That karma is spinning the block in this situation, because this is the 4 of coins to the 5 of coins. The 4 of coins is when you holding on to something, trying to salvage what's left of, or trying to hold on to something that you value. But the 5 of coins is lack. It's going without, or having a lack mentality, being in poverty, but whether it's mentally or physically being in poverty. So we're definitely going to clarify, but I want to see what's at the top of the deck and what's at the bottom of the deck. Death. With this death cycle, this is someone being in between death and temperance. This is the change that has to take place, because you got death, which is huge, divinely led, catalyzed change, and then you got temperance. This change, whatever this is that's taking place, it's leading to your healing. It's part of the process. So you ain't going through it just to be going through it, or this person's not going through it just all 11-11, which clarifies and confirms what I just said, because 11-11 is sign of going through a divine portal of manifestation. The thing about it is, when we talk about manifestation, everybody want to talk about the good, the money, the love, you know what I'm saying? But there's some people out here that's manifesting negativity because they put out negativity. And so on some end of the spectrum, somebody is having to go through, I'm surprised the tower ain't came out, but we still got time for it to show its face. A change, cycle of divinely led completion in order to get to their healing and their harvest. This is a rebirth. It's like a boomerang almost, where somebody's being pulled back in order to be catapulted forward. Because as you can see here, you got this cloud that's in the shape of like an angel, right? And then you got this phoenix. So this is the phoenix rising from the ashes after going through a death and rebirth. So whatever it is coming to serve you. Whether you are the person who's going through this drastic change, this lack, this karma, or you're just involved in this situation in some way. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Wands. So going from death to temperance, that's like moderate going. What the fuck? It just looked like I saw something in my window. That's moderation, you know what I'm saying, with temperance, taking the middle path, healing, and it's also alchemy, you know what I'm saying, alchemizing those past experiences, like I said, learning those lessons so that you've broken that generational cycle, or that karmic cycle, releasing that karma so that you never have to experience it in that way again, because you've taken away the wisdom, you've learned the lesson, and you've governed yourself accordingly and surrendered to the change or the death that is taking place. That death could be a death of your character, death to playing victim, death to fear. We're not talking about a physical death here, y'all. We're talking about a metaphysical death, where somebody's going through a massive change, and this 8-8 portal energy is definitely coming to support that, so that somebody is clear on where they went wrong in the past and not prone to make those same mistakes or take that energy into this next chapter of their life. So it's also giving a Fool card energy of traveling light, packing lighter, like Erykah Badu said. You can't hurry up because you got too much stuff. Well, with the change that somebody's experiencing, they're having to surrender some of the baggage that they've been carrying, and therefore able to move forward lighter, healed, whole. At the bottom of the deck here, you have the Seven of Wands. And with the Seven of Wands, this is definitely a dope ending, because this is making a clean getaway. And you got two individuals here who are running from this encampment. And the encampment looks like it's in like purple flames, which is reminding me of the violet flame, which is a meditation that you can use to release karma. So if you've been following me, every now and then I talk about Saint Germain, the violet flame, and how that helps you to cleanse and clear past trauma and release karma. So you got these tents here, and they're under the moonlight. They're in somewhat of a wooded area, and they're making an escape. Somebody is moving forward to protect their peace, has decided what peace looks like for them, drawing boundaries. And this is either, because they're also holding hands, so this is a couple coming together to do that after this rebirth takes place, or this is the integration of masculine and feminine energy within an individual, because you got a masculine energy and he's kind of leading the way, but he's holding hands with this feminine energy, and they're both holding a torch. Each of them have their own torch, their own passion, their own activation that has taken place, because fire very much represents passion and creativity and activation. I know who that is. There's some guys from the city that's working in the neighborhood on the sewage, and they walking in my yard, and I can see them out the window. So you can imagine the first time I saw it. I'm like, what the fuck? Who is at my window? I guess I let them do their job. I had to cuss their ass out last week because they was in my backyard and had not knocked on my door to let me know that they were on my property. But anyway, so you got the Seven of Wands energy, but they're running toward the Eight of Wands. So this is the Seven of Wands moving toward the Eight of Wands in the in-between tarot, which is very significant of standing your ground, protecting your peace, so that you can move towards progress. And not only progress, but fast-paced progress, because that is what the Eight of Wands represents. And with these two wands pictured in this card, and I've never looked at this card this way before, you actually have the energy of the Two of Wands here, which is like partnership. Having someone to move forward towards your goals with, working together in that way, and forsaking everything and anything that would come between that. And that is why you got these two individuals here running away from this encampment. You got tents set up behind them. So they're moving forward, and they're moving forward together, having released karma, so that they moving forward with light. They ain't got no baggage. It's just them hand in hand running away from the bullshit. And some of this karma is not even like stuff in this lifetime. It's past life shit. It's shit that's within their DNA. It's them breaking generational curses. So like I said, whether or not I'm speaking about an actual couple, professional partnership, or just not just as if it's a small thing, but or internal integration of masculine and feminine energy, this is a beautiful ending to the message that's coming forward, because it says that progress will be made, and everything that you've experienced up to this point is not a loss. You have not cast your pearls before swine, even though it may feel like it, even though you are having to go to the depths to explore your lack consciousness and your karmic patterns and traits and relationships. So I love this for us as a collective, and I'm going to clarify this with the these little cards that I made up. I don't even recall what I named these, child. Spirit, please clarify this message for the collective at this time. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. So these two look like, no, it's three, fell face down on top of the wheel and the Four of Wands, and it's literally in the middle of both of those cards. Planting a seed with the Page of Pentacles. In reverse, a peaceful approach, strength. Third party situation, the Three of Pentacles. Now that is interesting because with the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles kind of being represented here, that actually gives you the Four of Pentacles, which is this. So what that's telling me is somebody wants to plant a seed after allowing a third party situation to come between something. Because with this Page of Pentacles, planting a seed, and third party situation, Three of Pentacles, which gives you the Four of Coins, Pentacles, same thing. It's somebody that's feeling like left out in the cold and left with the short end of the stick, like these women here, and they want to salvage what's left of this situation, and where they may have been holding back, trying to take a peaceful approach and being in their Strength card energy, which the Strength card is symbolic of the Lionsgate portal, because the Strength card in the Rider-Waite Tarot is a woman taming a lion, right? Well, that's like restraining your emotion, trying to take a peaceful, calm approach. This is somebody who can't take it anymore. No longer wanted to allow this third party situation to draw a wedge in some way, to keep them holding on to something that they shouldn't be holding on to, that they need to let go of, or not be holding on so tightly to in their life. And so you got this person ready to plant the seed with whatever it is that's left. They want to make the best of whatever is left of this situation, and that's why you got the Wheel, Justice. This could be an apology. They want to turn the page on this situation and spin the wheel. And sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune, that's taking a risk. They want to balance this situation out in some way. This is definitely saying that all is not lost. Even though you got only 4 coins left, 4 represents stability, safety, security. That says there's still somewhat of a foundation to be built upon in this situation. At the top of the deck here, you have introspection, because somebody's been in hermit mode, whether that's you or this person that's going through this death and rebirth. Been in hermit mode, introspecting, really looking at themselves, looking at the man in the mirror, really maybe even journaling, reading, and just taking a look at their behaviors and how they show up in this world. And that time in hermit mode is affecting their decision to move forward and surrender. At the bottom of the deck, the Hangman. So this is one of those situations where they were fighting back their emotions, trying to appear like they got it all together, take a peaceful approach, and have that inner strength to not allow things to unfold naturally because of some third party situation. They're surrendering, just letting the chips fall where they may. Be honoring themselves, being true to themselves, protecting their peace with who they find peace with, and fuck how it turned out. So I love this energy. This 8-8 energy is absolutely going to point us to where we are limitless being. You know, the number 8, if you turn it sideways, is the infinity sign. So that is something that's definitely going to be a pertinent energy with the 8-8 portal, as well as strength. How you show strength. Are you one who finds strength in being strong and tough and tall and buff and, you know what I'm saying, hard, and, you know, all of the things that outwardly exude strength, especially to a small mind? Or does your strength lie within? You know what I'm saying? So how do you value strength? How do you view strength? Is strength patience for you? Is strength speaking up for you? What does strength look like? So those things will come into question with the energy of the 8-8 portal as well. I'm going to close us out with some messages from the goddesses, gods, and guardians. So Spirit, please clarify this message for the collective at this time. As somebody is going from hermit mode from the hermit to the hangman on a journey of self-discovery, and whatever it is they've found up to this point, they're surrendering to it. They can't hold it no more. It's like fire shot off in their bones, and they're ready to move forward passionately, possibly in partnership with someone. At the top of the deck, you have past life, Hecate. This is very much a past life connection of some sort, or there is past life, or it's past life healing. So like I said, that with that purple, with that violet flame and karmic release, not only is this possibly a past life connection, but there's some past life healing that is taking place. Like I said, I have been led to like kind of fall back so I can take care of and put my focus on some things that are affecting me from my past life. So that could very well be a prominent energy in this scenario here. And then you got visionary. Somebody has dug deep into their past, and it has freed up some space for them to be able to see a brighter future for themselves with Imhotep. We often hear hear people talk about being Hotep, but a lot of people don't know what that means. Hotep was a visionary. I'm gonna read the message of Hotep before we part ways. But that's an Egyptian energy. And this is someone who can see their future, has been shown the future, has been shown the path. See how this man is leading the way and he's holding her hand. He's received a vision. He's like, babe, I already know what way we need to go. Come on. Because he's received the vision and tapped into his Hotep energy. At the top of the deck, we have Cain, life force energy. Because that's what's taking place in hermit mode. And that's the death that is taking place. Somebody regaining their vitality for the next chapter of their life, where they may have been down and riddled in fear and doubt and unworthiness. Their aura has changed, and you can see this rainbow here and this here waterfall. Cain represents a healthy solar plexus. So somebody has been working on their solar plexus, and they're emerging more vital. And at the bottom of the deck, there is always enough. Releasing that karmic energy of lack consciousness. Knowing that whatever was holding them back was just a matter of them needing to heal what was going on in their subconscious mind, and that they'll always be provided for. So I love this message for us. And this is Setna coming up with that there is always enough. That's challenging us to embody abundance consciousness and know that if God brought you to it, God will bring you through it. So whatever it is that you have the vision for, it will be provided for you. God will provide the provision. It will be what you need to bring it to fruition will be supplied. But you have to surrender and make the steps that you're divinely being led. Man, y'all, I had closed the reading out. I forgot I told y'all I was going to read the message of Imhotep. And that's important to me because that's a term that is used very loosely. I actually have a reference to it myself, because when I encounter men who are quote unquote woke, but they have no respect for feminine energy and are still in their toxic masculinity, they just have read a bunch of shit in a book and can regurgitate knowledge, but have not tapped into their subconscious divine femininity, that side of themselves. I call them Hoteps, HOE-TEP. But the correct pronunciation of it is Imhotep, which is Egyptian energy from the third dynasty. So I'm going to be sharing some information on that with you all, as it may be pertinent to where you are on your journey as a visionary or becoming a visionary. And then we're going to close out the message. So it says, Imhotep is the visionary, designing the future, fusing ancient wisdom with modern methods. Imhotep started life as a commoner, but through his visionary genius became enormously influential in Egypt during the third dynasty. He was a high priest of Heliopolis, vizier to the kings, and chief archetype of King Djoser's step pyramid, which paved the way for the Great Pyramids. Known as the first physician, Imhotep was practicing medicine over 2,000 years before Hippocrates was born. His legacy was so profound that after his death, he was elevated to a god of medicine and architecture. Without Imhotep, modern medicine may not be where it is today. When Imhotep appears, it's a clear indication of your visionary gifts, your soul's intention to create pioneering change through implementing divinely inspired ideas. So this is somebody stepping into their capacity, their spiritual gift of visualizing the future, or visualizing something new, pioneering a new way of going about something, and then putting those divinely inspired ideas into action, bringing it into fruition. That's something that's not to be taken for granted or not valued, because that is a spiritual gift. And for many of us, a lot of the death and transformation that we've gone through has been to prepare us to step out boldly, to bring innovative ways of doing things, ways of living, ways of healing on earth. So it says, there's no doubt that you've come to earth to redesign infrastructures, stir up the pot of established protocols, and use innovative and progressive methods to evolve humanity. I told y'all that Sirius star is what the Egyptians used to do just this, to bring about innovative practices and methods to help with the evolution of humanity. And so that is still taking place in our 3D reality, and that is where the 888 portal comes to serve us. You're a visionary, guided by the divine to implement projects that can help heal and inspire our world. What do you want to improve or innovate? Maybe you're a teacher who's frustrated by the education system, or a medical professional who'd love to combine modern medicine with holistic treatments. Perhaps your passions lie in environmentalism, politics, science, or fighting prejudice and injustice. If you're passionate about what needs to evolve, then you're the one who can make a difference. Imhotep is guiding you step by step. Take it one day at a time and break the big vision down into manageable chunks. You can be a trailblazer who fuses ancient wisdom and cutting-edge technique. This is your time to change the world. Somebody, as a result of their ego death, is now more ready and prepared, or becoming more ready and prepared to surrender to this Hotep energy within them, to be a teacher, to be a high priest, and to be the high priest alongside a high priestess for some of you. Like I said, these two people have a wand, so they both have something that they're passionate about, and they're meant to move forward and do something together, and not only move forward, but move forward with haste. They running, they not walking. And so I love this for you all. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, this energy is definitely going to lead you to do something tangible about it, and don't just sit in front of the TV watching the news complaining about it, or having ideas and jotting them down and not putting them into fruition. What this says is, you're not only blessed to have the vision, but you're also blessed to have the support on this side and in the etheric realm to support you bringing that into fruition, because that is your purpose, that is your calling. So I hope the message found y'all well. If it did not find you well, I hope something was said that leaves you well. I'm wanting to do a giveaway to celebrate having reached 888 plus videos on the channel, whether stories or readings or whatever. I put out 888 plus pieces of content up to this point. And so y'all get down in the comment box and let me know what your suggestions are. I'm thinking like a free reading or something, but I'm drawing a blank on how to go about it. So if you have ideas on how I should do the giveaway for you guys, hit me up in the comments. Let's chit chat about it. If you have comments about the reading, it resonated anyway, if you're doing something in particular for the AA portal, feel free to share down in the comment section. But that's everything, y'all. If you wanted a personal reading, you can feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share if I had not said that already. Until next time, peace.